Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy C4 here, and today I'm going to be shoving more Eagles videos down your throats. I know a lot of you guys, my subscriber base, are Philadelphia Eagle fans, which is pretty awesome. If you're not a Philadelphia Eagle fan too, plus you just get some general insight on some excellent wheeling and dealing. I actually spent quite a bit of time on researching for this video, because this will be a quick breakdown. I'm going to try to keep this video under 5 minutes, because I don't have a whole lot to talk about, but a quick breakdown of the Philadelphia Eagles free agency. Kind of like a mock free agency period that your boy C4 here and us at Beast Mode TV want to see. I've kind of tried to play it around with a little bit of numbers. I really did a lot of research into what guys' salary cap hits are. I will say that they might not all be dead on, but they're definitely within $1 million to $2 million. So I'm not like oversighting anything too great. But so yeah, let's just start right now. Howie Roseman has already come out and said the Eagles have around $20 million of cap space, and that's before they cut or restructure any sort of deal. So that's not too bad a number to deal with, especially a team that had 10 wins. Most teams that are, you know, well and above the cap rate are like fucking teams like the Oakland Raiders have $70 million. Teams that usually get around $10 million, or usually probably have around $10 million, those are the teams that make the playoffs. Because it's very, like I said, the better your team is, the harder it is to really play with that cap space. Philadelphia has always been one of the best teams at working around their cap room, and I expect this year to be no different. So first, we'll quickly jump into who they need to re-sign. First up, Jerry Maclin. For Jerry Maclin, they definitely need to get some sort of low contract, maybe a one-year prove-yourself deal with an option to re-sign, or sign to a long-term deal but backload it just in case he's not quite the same player. But whatever they do, make sure that the first-year deal of what they do, whether they give them a one-year prove-yourself deal or give them a long back-ended deal, make sure that there's an option to cut after the first season with no penalty hit, no guaranteed money like that. So what I'm going to say is that they give him something maybe like a one-year deal where it's $3 to $4 million, or if they give him a longer-term deal, maybe give him $2.5 million and have that gradually build up. But obviously, coming off a bad injury like that, you don't want to invest too much money in a guy that may not be the same player he was 2 years ago. Second player they need to resign is Riley Cooper. Obviously, Nick Foles' go-to guy. This is where it's going to be tough, because this is where the Eagles might struggle to match the offers from other teams. But Riley Cooper is clearly a product of his system, did nothing until Nick Foles was in the lineup. So I think you sign him to a 3 to 4 year deal, around $10 million, so that will account for probably $2.5 to $3 million of cap space per year. For a guy that got almost 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns within our system, I think that would be great to have him back. And having DeSean, if he keeps his fucking mouth shut, doesn't cause any more off-field problems. Jerry Maclin and Riley Cooper, that is a formidable wide receiving core. Number 3, Donnie Jones, probably I'd say top 5 punter in the NFL. So you're gonna have to probably pay for that. This year was the only contract that I wasn't too sure about. So I'm gonna say they signed Donnie Jones to a 3-year deal worth around $5 million, which puts him in the upper echelons of punter contracts in the NFL. That probably might actually end up being a little bit more. I've looked around, see a lot of people say $7 million, $6 million. So we'll just kind of, hopefully this will be around 5. Number 4 will be Cedric Thornton. Came on a lot this year. This is either where you decide you want to get him short term and make sure this year wasn't, a flash in the pan, or you get him to a long year deal. So either say you sign Cedric Thornton to a 1-year, $3 million contract, or just, maybe, I don't know, they have to franchise tag him or not. I don't know what his tag hit would be. Or you sign him to a 3-year deal worth $12 million with 4 cap. He was that good this year against the run. An excellent 3-4 defensive end. Number 5. Nate Allen, obviously, if you guys saw my other video, I think Nate Allen will be a good safety if you put good talent around him. So I say you keep Nate Allen for 1 more year. Don't give him a whole lot of guaranteed money in this contract. So I say sign Nate Allen to a 2-year, $4 million contract, $2 million against the cap. And finally, the last resigning will be Kurt Coleman, special teams player, signed to a 2-year deal at $3 million. I don't actually know if he qualifies for the veteran salary or not, but only around $1 million to $1.5 million against the cap, which is not too bad for a guy that's actually pretty good special team player, has lots of heart, kind of one of those guys that embodies the spirit of Philadelphia on the team. Just don't have him playing safety too much. They got to cut Patrick Chung, James Casey, Michael Vick, and others. Obviously, guys like Michael Vick and stuff go straight to free agency, so they won't cut against the cap. But guys like Patrick Chung, I think Chung's going to have like $3 million against the cap. James Casey's like $4 million against the cap. So if you cut up a bunch of these guys plus some of the other bench warmer scrubs, they could fill up to $10 million. But playing it safe, we'll say they really could probably clear up around $6 to $8 million worth of cap space. So that's a whole lot to be playing around with. As regards to trades, I think realistically, there's only one trade that I feel comfortable making, and that will be getting rid of former first-round draft pick Brandon Graham. He's clearly not fit, did not adjust as well as Trent Cole did from being a defensive end to an outside linebacker, and he still has a lot of value for teams that need those outside pass rushers, teams like Jacksonville, for example. So I think you put a 5th-round draft pick tender on Brandon Graham, and I'm pretty sure some of those real pass-hungry defensive end-needing teams will bite. Also, Bryce Brown. Bryce Brown could be good trade bait if you want to get rid of him, because I think, personally, I like Chris Polk over Bryce Brown. Chris Polk may not be as explosive, but he doesn't have the ball handling issues that Bryce Brown has, and he's much more of a short yardage back. But I personally would like to see Bryce Brown back in Philly, but if the demand for him is so high that he is more of an asset as a, being dangling the fish, whatever the fuck, dangling the word in front of the fish. How the fuck that saying goes, I have no idea if that's even proper, but you know what I'm saying. If teams want to overpay for Bryce Brown, I think he definitely is expendable. Now, restructuring, I think Trent Cole needs to restructure because his cap hit's massive, and a lot of people are rumoring that Eagles may cut Trent Cole because he's going to be so much of a cap hit for, well, I think he did good production. But I think Trent Cole will restructure. With DeSean Jackson to shut up, give him more guaranteed money. Don't overpay him, but give him more guaranteed money. I think he earned it. Todd Herremans has like a $6 million hit against the cap, and he by far probably was our weakest O-lineman last year. He was still pretty good, but he definitely is declining. So I think Todd Herremans the most needs to restructure, as well as Jason Avant. If we can get Jason Avant almost on a barely minimum veterans contract, he's pretty much only there for 3rd down catches occasionally and a veteran locker room presence. So there you have it. And for free agent signings, the first one will be the less appealing one of what you guys probably want to hear, and that will be Terrance Cody, the nose tackle from the Baltimore Ravens. This will only be if my projected first-round pick, Louis Nix from Notre Dame, great nose tackle, Chip Kelly and those guys think that he will be out of reach. You get Terrance Cody, he's a fucking mammoth. He's like 6'8", fucking 400 pounds. I remember he had to lose weight to get in the NFL. That's what we need, a nose tackle. We need a run-stopping nose tackle. Plus, just even bring him in for competition, because I wasn't too impressed with Benny Logan. Benny Logan's not bad, but again, another guy that we had starting that probably is best fitted to be a depth guy. Quick rotations on that defensive front. And obviously, we need either Jairus Byrd or TJ Ward. Those guys are a must, especially if a lot of rumors have TJ Ward maybe getting franchised, getting that franchise tag from the Cleveland Browns. We have to go all in on safety. Safety is pretty much the biggest glaring weakness on this team, and we still have, even if we get one of these guys, we still need to improve safety. Outside of Earl Wolf, Nate Allen's still up in the air. You can't convincingly say that Nate Allen is going to be the guy there. Earl Wolf too, even though Earl Wolf showed glimpses of fucking greatness. So many injuries. So I even think that if they do sign Jairus Byrd or TJ Ward, you still need to go after safety in the draft. But there you have it, guys. There is a quick mock off-season for the Philadelphia Eagles, and make sure you stay tuned for the next video that I'll be bringing you, which will be my 7th-round mock draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. A little early, but I'm that much of a beast that I will predict it 100%. Till then, guys, make sure you subscribe to Beast Mode TV for more Philadelphia Eagles and Philadelphia Eagles videos, as well as more NFL Madden videos. I just generally like sharing my knowledge on you guys. Smash the like button, leave a comment in the comment section below if you are an Eagles fan and what you guys want to see from the Eagles this offseason period. Till next time, guys, peace out.